Bem-vindos à TV Franchising. Agora nós vamos conhecer um pouco de uma parte do mundo que nós não conhecemos tanto. Vamos falar da Rússia. E para falar sobre esse país que nós temos tão pouco conhecimento, nós chamamos a Ekaterina Soyak, que é CEO de uma empresa especializada em eventos na Rússia. Hi, Ekaterina.
Hi.
How are you?
Thank you. How are you?
Fine, thank you. It's your first time in Brazil, right?
Well, it's my first time in Brazil and it's my first time here in this expo.
How do you like it so far?
It's absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Listen, you're from Russia,
Yeah.
but you're specialized more in exhibitions,
That's
promoting
true,
exhibitions.
Yeah.
And you get in touch with the franchising world about 10 years ago, right? How's the franchising in Russia? How is the development of franchising there?
Well, when I started, it was 10 years ago, it was totally different. No one knew actually what is franchising. But now it's different, it's developed a lot because we have like a 20% development yearly. Now we have around 600 franchisors. Most of them are Russians and about 30-something% are foreigners.
And how many franchisees?
Well, it's a bit more than 22,000 something franchisees.
Okay. And you have a show in that we will probably participate with the Brazilian
Yeah,
committee.
we will have in October the franchise show. It's a bit less than this one, but it will be only the 10th anniversary. I know that this one is you've been doing for 25 years. It's
yeah, 25
25th
years.
one. Yeah, so I have time.
Well, we started the first one with the 14 companies. So.
Oh, well, I started like something. Yeah, it was something around 14 also.
14 also?
Yeah, something like this. Well, and we will have for the first time the Brazilian participants this year. I hope that they will like it, they will be satisfied. I hope they will find their Russian partners.
So, tell me a little bit more of franchising or the market in Russia, because this is such a country that we have so little information about, other than the Russian vodka that we know very well.
Well, I don't know, maybe I will disappoint you, but Russia is not too different from Brazil. Actually, last year we had one Brazilian representative of the company, Brazilian company, Paulo Mauro, and first thing he talked about in our conference that Brasilia is almost like Russia. We're too similar. Talking about the franchising, talking about Russia itself, it's almost like in Europe, for example. We have banks, we have foreign banks, we have Russian banks, we have businessmen, we have investors. It's quite easy to do business now, to make a business in Russia now. There is no mafia, as most probably you're thinking about Russia in this way. No, we don't have mafia. We're similar, we're really too similar. The worst thing is that it's a bit too far away. That's
What's
the
the
problem.
population? What's the population?
The population of Moscow is 18 million. The population of Russia is almost 50. It's 147 million.
It's quite a large amount of...
Yeah.
And what's the gross domestic product for last year?
The domestic...
How much is the size of the country in terms of revenues, gross domestic product?
Well,
GDP?
GDP, it's, I can't say you the numbers.
Okay, no problem. You don't have to know everything, don't worry. So, are you guys bringing brands to Brazil, or you're looking for new opportunities to bring Russian brands?
Well, there are not many Russian brands who are ready to expand abroad. As far as I know, we have not more than 10 companies who really can develop their brands, their business abroad. In Brazil here, we have surprisingly two companies participating in Russian. One is actually not a franchising, it's like electronic machines. I don't know how to sell them. It's like a service business more. And another one is participating through the Brazilian brokerage company. It's Sun, called Sun. Most probably you don't know, but...
And if Brazilians that want to take their brands to Russia, what advice would you give
Well, I think that Brazilian brands in the restaurant sector, they'll be very satisfied, and they can be very popular in Russia, because actually we still have some of Brazilian restaurants, and they're quite popular. But the
Really?
funny thing is that, yeah, they are running by Russians.
How come? But I mean, it's a Brazilian food, or it's the Brazilian
no,
barbecue?
no,
What's the...
it's a Brazilian food.
Oh,
It's
really?
yeah, the style and the meal is Brazilian.
But ran by Russians?
Runs by Russians, yeah. So I'm absolutely sure that the Brazilian restaurant concept, they'll be very popular, yeah.
And the franchising over there, the fashion sector is very...
Yeah, we have more than 50% of all franchises from the fashion retail sector, and the fashion sector is very popular in Russia. I don't know, it's happened like this. But the restaurant sector, it's a very good sector to be developed, because it's a very big interest, especially for the fast food concepts.
I bet, because if you have 50% of the brands focus on fashion, I mean, that leaves a tremendous amount of space, you know, for the other segments of the industry to grow their operations.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, great. So, what advice would you give? A focus on food?
On the food.
Fast food?
Fast food and the restaurant concept. Coffee shops, some maybe interesting restaurants, chains. It will be really very popular.
Is there any law specific to franchising?
Not really. No. It's very easy to work. It's the most important thing to find the right partner. That's the most important thing. But I think it's for each and every country the same thing. You have to find a good partner.
Just another question to finalize our talk. How is the economic crisis of Europe affecting Russia? I mean, has it catch you as well, or?
Well, the interesting thing is that today all countries, they're too depending on each other. Most probably Russia is more involved in Europe than Brazil is for the time being, but it's a global thing actually. When there is something happens in one region, it's definitely, yes, exactly, it will influence in other regions. But so far we have a quite stable, good situation, economic situation in Russia. So far we have a very good predicted situation, I mean, for the next 1 to 3 years, but of course no one can give the guarantee. I don't know what will happen.
Thank you, Ekaterina, but thank you for coming.
Thank you also.
Hope you enjoy Brazil.
Thank you very much.
Have a great business over here.
Thank you.
Bem, a TV Franchising conheceu um pouco mais da Rússia e a gente se vê agora num próximo programa. Até lá.